I'd like to say thanks very much, Brother Malcolm, and I'd like for you to know one thing. You need to be too right to be called you nigger. I don't play that. There's been some changes made since you've been gone. It sure is a pleasure being here. It sure is nice having you back home. Were you in town when you made the cover of the Saturday Evening Post?
I was hiding out, man.
They had a picture of you in a zoot suit. And I know that underneath the picture, I guess they was explaining it to white folks. Because it said zoot suit and red corn. I know they didn't have to explain that to us. But sure it's nice having you back. And, well, we got some things that you have to take care of before you leave again. You know, we had 4 rides here while you was gone. So I want you to be around here to be more Christmas night. Yeah, Greg Hoover just started acting up again. Yeah, he just started acting up and just got a little bit beside himself lately. Because now, what people say about the FBI is true and true. If you don't believe me, follow me down to Mississippi next time. Well, I remember one day we were trapped in the alley with the Ku Klux Klan on one end and the FBI on the other, and we flipped the car and decided which way we was going to go. Because I really don't feel sorry for colored folks with the FBI. I feel sorry for white folks with the FBI. Because if the FBI was doing is they really coming off the lead, white folks in trouble. I mean, when you stop and think about one of them old racial killings is about the easiest thing to solve in the world, because wasn't too much planning put into it, a lot of impulse, cynical, in-depth plan 7 years just to get the card they want to be used. So you can see what they might could scheme up and do something to get away with it. One of them rednecks down there is going to kill somebody, and the #1 law enforcement agency in the world in 9 months haven't found out who did it and what happened. Then if them idiots can trick them that much, I wonder what the espionage boys are getting away with. And then Hoover came out the other day and he announced that the FBI had started infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't mind my tax money going for missiles, but I'll be damned if I don't want to buy some seeds. And when Hoover said he got his FBI agents infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan, all that really meant to me is he's paying them back, because the Ku Klux Klan had already infiltrated the FBI. You know, I really hate this. You talking about you might get me investigated. I really hate to put down the whole FBI, but Judge Hoover is the FBI. And I never trusted Judge Hoover. I mean that. I don't trust Hoover for a whole lot of reasons. One of them was 47 years old and never been married. I couldn't trust him. I mean, there's two cats I ain't never trusted, and that's Ted Hoover and Billy Graham. That's right. Now, I tell you who I do get. I dig Brother Old Robert. You ever caught Brother Old Robert out of Tulsa, Oklahoma? He up the hill. Says to touch the radio and touch the TV and heal folks. You ever seen it? He's something else, too, ain't it? That's it. I seen Brother Old Robert heal a humpback cat of dandruff one time. He didn't do nothing for the hump, but the cat don't scratch no more. I dig Brother Old Robert. Sister, have you ever caught Brother Old Robert? Have you ever heard him when he say, touch the radio? Have you ever touched the radio? Did you feel different? That's right. Let me tell you how I happened to get introduced to Brother Old Robert. When I was young and used to smoke pot, and the cat got in behind me, and I rushed home and threw it in the back of the radio in the tube, and forgot where I put it. And it was about 3 months later, I popped on the radio, and Brother Old Robert said, touch the radio and feel different, brother. Oh, yeah, I've been digging Brother Old Robert ever since. Let me tell you about this. Now, the FBI taps my phone. Every now and then they follow me around. And they had FBI even had to lay off my case the other day. But he been following me so long, he started acting cool. I mean, he walked into the biggest restaurant in town and ordered some chicken. It really embarrassed me. Speaking of chitlins, you don't know. I didn't know. I thought I just got some word while you were over there that chitlins are okay. Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate with you one of these days, but I'm going to have to join up with you. But I wouldn't give up that pig now. I know it ain't gonna do me no good. And I tried it. I said, leave the pig alone. And just when I convinced myself I can leave the pig alone, somebody tell me what the pig is. It's the ham house. Chicken, barbecue ribs. I said, well, I'm with you. I don't mind getting him a right, but I'd done if I don't lose my cold. So we tell that FBI agent back there in the back to come on in and have a seat. Yeah, he's one. Upstairs west of the chest. So anyway, let me finish telling you about the FBI. If the FBI ever tapped your phone like they tapped mine, see, they didn't know. They were just waiting. See, the FBI wasn't used to tapping them colored folks' phones. Yeah, they came in with $10,000 worth of equipment to shoot up so they could tap my phone. And 2 days after they set all that equipment up, my phone got cut off. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, but same thing happened to you without the cap. So anyway, I feel now, well, I don't even want to talk about food no more. I send him telegrams every now and then, call him dirty names. You see, when the FBI tap your phone like they tap mine, and you want to have some fun, see, they don't know I know. So can you imagine how much fun I can have with them when they got my phone tapped and they don't know I know they tapped it? I have a ball. Yeah, and I mean they tap it too. Yeah, you know how I know they tap it? I got 4 FBI agents and got so rich, lazy, just tapping my phone, getting my numbers that I put in. Have any of y'all ever put your numbers in and went home and prayed and nothing happened? Does that make you mad? I played my area code the other day and my zip code hit. I was so mad But anyway, let me tell you what I do to the FBI. Seeing that I know and they don't know. A couple of weeks ago I flew into Chicago and called my wife from the airport. I said, hey baby, just got in town. I want you to meet me downtown St. Madison in about 2 hours and get the brown box and put the stuff in it. No, that don't tell nothing. One time was so nervous and after we called him and Miss Gregory, what that brown box look like? And we told him, sure enough, 2 hours later she met me downtown. I said, honey, don't look back. The agents are sitting in the car. They just hugged me and put the brown box on the ground. And they pulled one of them Hollywood switches. They picked up my box and left me their box. And I didn't make anything any worse. When we walked off, we didn't even pick up the box they left for us. And I know they was anxious to ship that box back to James Hoover so they could get a heavy case against me. And I know Hoover was upset when he opened up that box. But there wasn't nothing in it but some dirty drawers. That's right, I had a big note pinned on them. Wash these and send them back to me. See, we all have problems. I'll tell you what happened to me not too long ago. Chicago, a couple of cops came and knocked on the door. I walked the door and said, who is it? Said, police department. I said, the whole department? They said, no, it's just 2 of us. I said, why didn't you say it was just 2? So I put my little night latch on and opened the door about that much. I said, what do you want? I said, we have a search warrant to search your house. I looked at him and said, well, how do I know you the real police? Oh, that upset. I said, if you don't open up this door, we're going to kick the door in. I said, yeah, I just what you thought that you do this police. I said, but I got news for you. You can't see nothing through this little crack but my left hand. You don't know what I got in my right hand. Oh, he understood what I was talking about. The little one said, I thought you were supposed to be nonviolent. I said, I am nonviolent, but it's regional, baby. Yeah, I'm nonviolent, baby. Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi. had a cat when I was down there in jail in Mississippi, on jail walked up to me. He said, "Come here, nigga." And I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "What would happen to me if I called you nigga in Chicago?" And he could tell the way I was looking at it, he was getting hurt. And he's standing there with his gun out trying to make me mad. He said, "Well, I don't understand you. I can call you nigga down here and nothing happens. I call you nigga in Chicago and you get mad. Why?" I told him, "Simple. You call me nigga down here in Mississippi, that's my maiden name. If you ever call me nigga in Chicago, you find out we got married." Meanwhile, when I'm standing out there trying to explain to the cops that I don't know if they're the real police, then he comes up with the bright idea. "But I want you to call the precinct. Check us out." I said, "What precinct?" He said, 46th precinct, and that's where he made his first mistake. Well, he made a big mistake. How you going to tell me 46th precinct and didn't say Chicago? I can't do you. That you a Chicago cop. You tell me you supposed to be anyway. So I got on the phone and called New York City, 46th precinct. At the Captain Bell in New York, 46th precinct, the Captain Bell, I'm Big Gregory, two officers. As I was here from your precinct checking me out, the first one, we checked the books and let me know if they were legitimate police. And naturally, he didn't find no record. He said, "No, we have no record of this." So I said, "Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it." And I hung up and called the FBI. Now, I didn't tell the FBI that I called New York. Yes, and on the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I said, "You the FBI?" They didn't like for you to call them that. He said, "Yep." I said, "I have two officers out here posted in 46th precinct, and I called the 46th precinct, and they have no record of it. So that means the two guys impersonating law enforcement officers, which means I could sell them crime. Would you please send two Mr. FBI agents out here and check them out for me?" He said, "Right away." And when the FBI said they sent somebody to my house right away, they mean right away. So chances are the man out in the bushes watching already, you know. So now I have to go back to the door and call these cats, get the time to get there. And I did. I walked back and I told him, I said, "Look, man, I just saw New York City." Didn't lie to him. I just saw New York City and they never heard of you. And I said, "Chicago, you idiot." I said, "Don't call me no idiot, you keep my right hand now." So I went back and I called Chicago, 46th precinct. The guy got real upset. "You mean you haven't let him in yet?" I said, "Cool it, baby. I'm just trying to check him out." So tell me one thing. These two cops you sent by my house, are they white or colored? He said, "What do they look like to you?" I'm not buying them with me. I know. Hell, I know what they are. So, thank you very much. While I'm on the phone, now I hear the FBI coming up the stairs. So I run up to the cop and I say, "Okay, buddy, he's real police, but it is my legitimate right to read your search warrant before I let you in." And the cop says, "Flip through the door," and sure enough, it says they were looking for a little brown box that might contain narcotics. So I went and got him a little brown box and flipped it through the little crack. I said, "Now you can't come in my house because what you're looking for you can have out there. And you never proved you got out my house because I proved you never been in here." Oh, they raised their hell talking about kicking the door down, and just about that time, the two FBI agents walked up and said, "Can we help you, Mr. Gregory?" I said, "Yeah, them two cops out there trying to sell me some dope." It's just so much going on. So much going on. It just scares me to death. I got drunk the other night eating out. But I'm Baptist, you know, that goes in my way. And I was trying to call my wife and ended up dialing the wrong number and ended up with the United States Weather Bureau. That's the United States Weather Department. I know how busy these guys are this time of year. I tried to apologize. I said, I'm Dick Gregory. Before I could apologize, he said, Dick Gregory, I said, yes. He said, well, what you calling us for? We report the weather fair. And you know that really made me mad. I said, just for that, we're going to demonstrate against you. The guy said, how in the world are you going to demonstrate against the Weather Bureau? I said, simple. Out of all the tornadoes we've had this year and all the hurricanes we've had this year, you have yet to name one of them something colored. So the next hurricane that we have, and you don't name Hurricane Beulah, you're in trouble, baby. All I can say is so much going on. I mean, I read so much in the paper, I just don't know if I'm going upset. And I never been so upset in my life when I picked up the paper and read where Red China exploded a nuclear bomb, and our State Department said, don't worry about it, it's primitive. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, man. I sent him a telegram. I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about Red China's nuclear blast is primitive, and you worried about my switchblade? Fool. They sent me a telegram back trying to explain it. We felt that the nuclear blast Red China blast off was primitive because it would take them 25 years to develop a vehicle to deliver it over here. And I sent them a telegram right back. I said, baby, do you realize the Red Chinese have something like 688 million folks and they can hand carry that damn bomb over here? Let me tell you something. Do you realize 688 million of them red guys, if them cats ever start singing We Shall Overcome, they're going to do it. And do you realize they got more census takers than we got people? We talking about fighting red China. Do you realize that 688 million of them cats is right down underneath us now? On the other, you know they right down there? Yeah. Wouldn't it be wild if all of them got Audubon and stopped and put at the same time? Well, I sure wish we had 688 million Negroes in Mississippi. See some changes made there in the morning, wouldn't it? Martin Luther King would be governor. Malcolm X would be police chief. And the FBI wouldn't be allowed in the whole state. I was at the Republican convention. When you cut the Republican convention? Well, you miss Barry Goldwater. He'll be on television next Wednesday night. Don't miss him. He's on from 8 to 7:30. And he's coming on to explain what happened, you know. I talked to Goldwater before the election, and I told him, I said, you better get up off these fellows back, because you don't know how many of it is. He's got thinking X amount of us. I tried to tell him, I said, you realize we got some buildings in Harlem that so many Negroes live in each building got their own mayor? He didn't believe me, but he found out the hard way. And now he talking about he won 5 southern. He didn't win those 5 southern states. The only reason he won them 5 southern states because the brother couldn't vote. So actually, he won really legitimate one state, and he almost lost that, which was his home state. And that really would have been embarrassing if he couldn't have carried his own home state. That would be like the Pope can't carry the road. So I say all that to say that we have so many problems, but Goldwater out there at the convention, his acceptance speech. You heard about the acceptance around the world. It was a very effective acceptance speech. Matter of fact, the speech was so effective that nearly 12 knots came out of eyes. But the one part that shook up everybody was Goldwater said extremism in the sense of liberty is no fight. Remember that? And 2 days after he said that, y'all tried at me in Harlem. He got shot at. But everybody called it looting and rioting. You know what they called it here, rioting, looting. I didn't call what happened here in Harlem rioting and looting. I called it a little light skirmish. You see, I had to call it that for simple reasons. You see, last year when I was down in Birmingham, remember when we marched in Birmingham? Cops beat the hell out of us, and they called that a demonstration. Remember that? This year y'all march in Harlem and beat the hell out of a couple of cops. That's a riot. Now you figure it out. And then you see the great picture that came out of Harlem that went all over the world. The Negro standing there with the Coke bottle, and the cops standing next to him with the bazooka. And Martin Luther King standing in the middle saying, "Cool it, baby, we win." Because I found out later from talking to that cop. Hey, look here, I have a plane I have to check out of here, and I wish I had more time, but it's sure the beautiful crowd you have here, and I couldn't think of a better way to welcome home the boss. Well, you boss, you know that, don't you? Everything gonna be all right. I just want to know before I split. Are we going you supposed to celebrate Christmas this year as you decide? Hey, we'd like to say thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I can remind you about the new books on the market, nigger. That's right. Please don't act like you never heard the word. Dedicate the book to my mother, dedicate to you. Dear Mom, wherever you are, if ever you hear the word nigger again, remember to get advertised in my book. See, the good thing about the book being out now is when I go back into the deep south, usually when I go in the Mississippi, those gas grab me and always say, "How you doing, nigga?" Now when I go down there and grab me, "How you doing, nigga?" I tell you, nigga doing pretty good. 449,000 copies worth of good. And I'm going to be honest with you, the height of my ambition is to put a nigger in everybody's home. At $4.95 per nigger. Now I want to tell you folks something before I quit. When you go to the bookstore to order the book, don't be embarrassed. You know what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm talking about? Don't be embarrassed. I mean, don't be walking in the bookstore, sleeping up to the clerk, talking about, "Hey, give me one of them what you call it." And nobody never called you know what you call it, man. Matter of fact, be proud of the book. Matter of fact, when you walk into the bookstore, don't even go inside the door. Just stand out on the sidewalk with your money in your hand and call and say, "Hey, bring me a couple of them niggers out here." I would like to remind you of one thing, that Christmas is just a couple of weeks off, and a couple of niggas sure would look good on the street, baby. I would like to remind you of one thing, that Christmas is just a couple of weeks off, and a couple of niggas sure would look good on the street, baby. I had a lot of people write me, asking me about free. No more. I say no more because I did mail one of them to LBJ. Why? I wasn't that tough on having my book. I was just determined to get me a nigger in the White House. One more. Come on. Come on. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory.